community engaged research is a wide term for research which moves away from the traditional idea that communities are just there to have data extracted.
It is the involvement of community members. So in traditional research, the researcher will identify the research question. Often that is based on reading literature and then identifying a research gap. In community-engaged research, the researcher and the community members will identify a research question together, and that research question is based mainly on what community members see as a problem. Obviously, you might draw in some literature, but mainly it's based on what community members identify as a problem.
The researchers think that what they do, or they think that the things that they bring to communities is what is important for us. And we say at times it's not important. Come and hear us, come and listen to what we have to say, because we know our communities and what the challenges in our communities are. And I think the other thing is, when the research is done, what can something tangible being put in place, whether it's through pamphlets, whether it's through setting something there that is visible so that community can see something has happened.
So traditional research typically will have a protocol or a design that's written by the researcher. They may or may not draw from information that's out there from communities, but they'll do a literature search and they'll draw up a protocol and they'll plan the research, and then they'll go and ask for permission to do the research. And at the end of the day, the communities don't really participate in anything but giving the knowledge. And the traditional research model is then you go and then you publish it, and that's quite an extractive model. And what community engaged research says is that extractive model doesn't work, it's not ethical, and it's not effective. And it's better to have community engaged research which is both more respectful of communities and strengthens them, and is more likely to result in change.
We had one example which didn't work out so well for us. The researcher came with her idea on what the research topic should be, and then the community said that is not a topic that is really of interest to them. And then the researcher had the attitude about, I'm the academic, so I'm coming with my superior knowledge to you. I'm coming to help you. And then the community said, but we're more interested in that aspect of your research question. And then the researcher unfortunately took her research somewhere else. So in other instances, where the researcher actually came to us right from the word go and asked us, I'm from this particular department, what in UCT or at UWC, and I'm interested in this aspect of the research. And then we could say, why don't you tackle this particular issue? Because it's of more interest to us. And then she said, okay, so I will go back, and then I will come back to the community. And she did come back. And then she did do what we actually wanted her to do. But at the end of the day, there was more community participation. There was more buy-in into the whole process. And as community members, we also learned about what can be done.
I would say ideally they should be part of identifying the issue to be researched and identifying the research question, so the very start of the process, of the research process. And ideally they should definitely also be engaged at the end in terms of understanding the outcomes of the research and making decisions about how to disseminate it outside academia and how to use the results.